Hello and welcome to the Life Beyond Earth news channel. I'm your host Rathisan. In today's episode, we will explore an organism that is shockingly able to live in such extreme conditions that humans would not be able to survive in. These organisms are known as extremophiles. Extremophiles can live in environments with radiation, higher low pressures and temperatures, acidity, and more. Extremophiles consist mostly of prokaryotes, which are bacteria and archaea, and can also consist of some eukaryotes, such as algae and fungi. There are several types of extremophiles, which include thermophiles, psychrophiles, halophiles, acidophiles, and polyextremophiles. Thermophiles live in extremely hot environments. Psychrophiles live in cold environments. Halophiles live in salty environments like saline lakes, and acidophiles live in environments that are extremely acidic with a pH below 5. Polyextremophiles live in a combination of extreme environments. To learn more on the topic, we have a special guest on today's episode whom I will interview. Welcome to the show, Mr. Tardigrade, and thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me to the show.
Mr. Tardigrade, may we start off by introducing yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Bob Tardigrade. I am a polyextremophile, specifically a tardigrade.
I will start off by asking why you are known as a polyextremophile.
I am known as a polyextremophile due to my ability to survive multiple extreme conditions. I can survive cold temperatures as low as -272 degrees Celsius, and I can survive extreme heat with temperatures as high as 150 degrees Celsius. Dehydration and starvation also aren't an issue for me, as I can survive up to 30 years with no water and up to 10 years with no food. I can also survive pressures of up to 6,000 atmospheres, significantly higher than the deepest ocean trenches. And I can handle radiation doses of up to 5,000 grays, which is significantly higher than the levels everyone here can survive in. I can even survive in a vacuum of space for several days.
Wow, that is truly amazing. With the ability to survive in various extreme conditions, we must know where you usually live.
I prefer to be covered by some water. You will find me around wet and humid environments like oceans, seas, rivers, wetlands, and mostly in swamps and mosses despite my ability to survive many extreme conditions. However, I can also be found in rainforests, mountaintops, and even Antarctica.
How exactly are you able to survive such extreme conditions?
I have various mechanisms which help me deal with extreme conditions. These mechanisms include cryptobiosis, trehalose, vitrification, and damage repair enzymes. Cryptobiosis is a state where my metabolism is stopped to help protect myself. There are different types of cryptobiosis I can enter depending on the conditions. Anhydrobiosis is a type of cryptobiosis I enter to protect myself from dehydration. When the water around me starts to dry up, I fold myself up into a ball referred to as a ton. My body then produces trehalose, which is a protective sugar. The sugar replaces water in my cells. The sugar is turned into a glass-like substance through a process called vitrification. The glass-like substance protects my cell membranes and proteins crucial to keeping me alive, which would otherwise lose their shape as the water dried up. However, during this state, my body is essentially shut down, with my cells unable to carry out their functions. I can survive several years depending on the conditions in this state. Other states of cryptobiosis I can enter include cryobiosis to protect myself when freezing, osmobiosis to protect myself from high salinity, and anaxobiosis to protect myself from a lack of oxygen. To prevent damage from radiation, my body has a protein called damage suppressor, which shields my DNA from being damaged due to radiation. I also have damage repair enzymes which can repair DNA breaks caused by radiation.
Your body sure can withstand a lot of conditions. Lastly, I would like to ask you your opinion regarding life beyond Earth.
Interesting question. I cannot confirm that life beyond Earth does exist. However, I do believe it is very likely, especially considering the environments in which I can survive and live in. In fact, I am the first animal to survive the conditions in space, including the vacuum, radiation blasts, and freezing temperatures. When I was put onto a satellite and shot into space, my survivability in extreme conditions suggests other living organisms, like myself, could survive in space and exist as life beyond Earth. Scientists are currently conducting research to emulate me, which could help you humans prepare to colonize space one day. Plants, crops, and other foods can possibly be engineered to create the same proteins I have, allowing them to grow in elevated levels of radiation, such as space.